Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kelly. This is KBellaBeauty, and my goal is to get this video up in time for New Year's. I wanted to kind of give you like a last minute simple smoky winged liner look. However, I'm filming on Saturday and New Year's is tomorrow night, so I don't know if I'll be able to get this video onto my computer and edit and upload before New Year's, but that's my goal. However, if I don't get it up before New Year's, this is still a good look if you are looking to do a smoked out winged liner for any kind of special occasion or date night, anything like that. I feel like a smoked out winged liner is easier to do than an actual smoky eye, but you get kind of a very similar effect. So if you want to see how I got this look here, go ahead and keep on watching. So as you can see, I'm starting with some tape on my eye to help me get that sharp line. And I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, but seriously, you can use any brown and black shadows that you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be this specific palette. This is just the palette that I'm reaching for because it has all of the colors that I'm looking for to create this smoked out liner look. Now I did already prime and set my eyelid, so use any primer that you'd like, set it with any kind of powder or bone shade that you have, and then that will give your eyelid a nice base to work with. When I go into the palette, I'm gonna start by mixing, let me see if I can do this without digging my nails in, these two brown shades right here. And I'm just gonna run those into the crease, and it's just to give my crease some definition. I mean, I guess you don't really have to do that if you don't want to, but it's just gonna kind of give my crease a little bit more definition. You don't have to go super crazy in the crease because this look is focused on a smoked out liner. And I'm using my nice fluffy E40 brush by Sigma, and I'm not really being precise with that. I'm just kind of throwing it in the crease, and that's it. Then I want to take my pencil brush. This is the E30 by Sigma, and I want to go with a little bit of a deeper shade. So I'm going to pretty much use this shade right here, but I will mix in a little bit of this deeper shade next to it. I wish that my palette had names on it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus it right here, like in the outer part where my wing would be. I am gonna bring it in a little bit, but I'm focusing the majority kind of in this outer V, and I'm keeping it like the shape of a liner. I'm not like necessarily taking it up really high. And for this step, just build it up as much as you'd like. You can make it as deep as you want. You can make it go as high as you want. I have small eyes, so I'm not really taking it up super high, but I do want to be able to see the brown shadow. I'm taking this fluffier brush. It's the Inspired 282 Eye Fluff, and I mean it's dirty, so I'm wiping it off because I don't want any shadow on here, and I'm gonna use it to blend out the edges a little bit. That's how you make it look more smoky, is when the edges are blended out instead of like a harsh line. So I'm just gonna go over and kind of blend everything out. And now I'm going into this deeper shade right here. And I'm just taking like the tiniest dab, and that's really gonna go just in this outer section right here. I'm not bringing that shade in a lot. I just want to deepen up the brown. And then I'll go in with that first brown shade to deepen it up even more. And just kind of go back and forth until you get as much pigment as you want. For the liner, I'm using a liquid liner. I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, but you honestly could use a pencil liner if you wanted because you're smudging it out anyway. And what you're gonna do is just create like a thin winged liner and keep it close to the lash line. just like that. So if you see, I have like a thin line right there, and it doesn't have to be completely perfect because you are going to take a flat eyeliner brush. This one is by e.l.f. and I'm using the black shade in this palette. You can use any black shade that you have. And what I'm gonna do is dab my brush into the black shade, and I'm first going to just kind of press it over the liner. And then I'm going to start going in a rubbing motion. And I'm gonna rub it right above the liner. And this takes some time to build up and to make it look smoky. So just take your time, keep getting more pigment, pressing, and then rubbing back and forth like almost in a sweeping motion right above where my liner is. So I don't want it to look like a harsh line. I want it to be blended out. And we're gonna go over it with the brown shortly. And you're gonna kind of have to go back and forth with the brown and the black to make it look nice and smoky. And I'm sorry if you hear any weird noises. What are you chewing? I have Royce with me. She's chewing everything. If you don't know who Royce is, she is my new little French Bulldog puppy. If you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen that we have a Boston Terrier Bentley, and he's 7. But I love squishy face dogs, like all squishy faces. And so I really wanted a Frenchie too. Let me pull her up here so you can see her. This is Royce. She's 5 months old and she's 22 pounds now, but she's like a monster. She gets into absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Now what I'm gonna do is go back into that first brown shade that I used and that pencil brush, and I'm going right above the black line to kind of bring my brown line up higher. And you can take it into the V a little bit if you'd like, because I do want to be able to see like a gradient effect. Like I want it to go from black to brown. And I'll take a little bit of that deeper brown shade and focus it right on this outer V. And then I have no product on here. I'm gonna use this to blend. And then what I'm gonna do that I'll probably cut out because it's just preference, you just go back and forth, is I'm gonna add a little bit more black, a little bit more brown, a little bit more black, a little bit more brown, just until I have a nice gradient effect that I'm happy with. Now you are ready to peel the tape off, and see how the line is like very crisp and sharp? I'm just gonna try to smoke it out just a touch. So I'm gonna take that e.l.f. liner brush and a little bit of black shadow, and I'm not trying to like smoke it out too much, but I just wanna blend it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take like a makeup wipe and clean it up a little. Take away a little bit of harshness. And that's really it. That's like all I do for the smokiness. I am going to tightline, so that means I'm going to take just this Makeup Forever pencil and put it right underneath my lash line. And that just kind of deepens up my lashes a little bit. Go in with some mascara. I'm gonna use the Benefit Roller Lash. You don't have to put falsies on. I'm going to, just because I normally do when I film, but like if I was like going out in public, I don't normally wear falsies then, so I would probably just use a really good mascara. And I really like actually the Lash Paradise. I think it's by L'Oreal. I like Maybelline The Rocket, and I actually like to pair Maybelline The Rocket with the Benefit Roller Lash, and I put on the Maybelline The Rocket first, and it gives me volume, and then I use Benefit Roller Lash to kind of separate and lengthen. I'm gonna pop on some lashes. I have the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. I'm gonna pop those on and I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to show you how to finish off the eyes. Okay, now we're ready to do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start by grabbing this brown shade here, and I'm actually going to take the pencil brush that I was using. I'm gonna dip a little bit of that on there, and I'm just gonna run this right underneath the lash line to kind of smoke it out a little bit. And I like it to be pretty smoky, so I don't mind bringing it down a lot, but I am going to focus it on the outer part of my lash line, and I'm not really gonna bring it down too low. I'm not gonna bring it in too much to the inner corner. Then what I'm gonna do is take that e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush, a little bit of black, and I'm going to press it into the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna kind of run my brush side to smoke it out just a little bit, but I'm really focusing it only on that outer corner right there. And then, of course, go back in and just blend it out a little bit so that it's super smoky. That's the key, is I want this look to be smoky. I don't want it to look very precise and crisp. I really want everything to be nice and smoked out and blended. Then I'm going to take this highlighter shade right here with my pinky, and I'm just going to tap that onto the inner corner for a little bit of shimmer and to open my eyes up a little bit. You can use a brush. I like to use my finger because I feel like I get more pigment that way. Now you might notice that I have small eyes, so sometimes when I smoke out my makeup, it kind of makes my eyes look even smaller and more closed off. So the key is taking a nude liner, and I have this one here by Rimmel, the Exaggerate, and I'm gonna put that right in my lower lash line to open up my eyes a little bit, and I need to like lean in to do that. So this is the eye that has the liner, and this one does not. And I feel like the nude liner just kind of brightens my eyes and makes them look a little bit bigger. And it looks even better with a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take my same mascara and just add a little bit to the lower lash line on both sides to complete the eye look. One of the things that I really like about this smoky liner look is you can really do any lip that you want. If you want to do a red or a berry, I feel like that looks very nice. I'm going to kind of go with the nude just because I'm feeling in the nude mood. And I actually have a Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk that I would have used, but I left that at work. So I'm going to go in with Max Whirl lip liner and then the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. And then I'll decide after if I want to throw a gloss on or not. I actually took a little bit of this Jouer lip topper. This is in the shade Skinny Dip, and I put that in the center just to kind of make my lips look a little bit more full and plump. And there you have it. This is the finished look. This is how I get my simple, easy, smoked out liner. I feel like this look is good for like a date night or going out, or even if you want to wear it for a holiday or a special occasion. I feel like this look is a good go-to when you just want to look a little bit extra, but you don't want to commit to a full smoky eye. And it really doesn't take a long time to create. And that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how I get this smoked out winged liner. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you go. I do post twice a week. I post Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 p.m. CST. And in the new year, I am going to try every now and then to get a third video a week in. So it'll just kind of depend on my scheduling, but that's my goal. So make sure you're subscribed for more videos, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.